So all these guys that have beefage with your boy LW with winning this, did you have the same energy for Schumacher? Because all these guys said, "Oh my gosh, he has the fastest car. It's not a real sport. It requires no real skill and so forth." Were you saying the same thing when it was firmly established that Schumacher was the greatest Formula One driver of all time when he was winning championship after championship after championship? You've got to keep the same energy, man. Because a lot of these guys that have an issue with Hamilton equaling Schumacher are the same guys that were very happy with what Schumacher was doing. I read one comment that said, "Oh, Schumacher had a better personality." So the same Schumacher that used to be that flipped off a driver, showed the middle finger to a driver, was almost drove a driver off the track. Schumacher was a fierce competitor because I liked it because Schumacher wanted to win and he was a fierce competitor. He wasn't a nice guy. He wanted to win and he wasn't there, but he was not the best, most happiest loser. He always wanted to compete all the time. So let's just put that to one side. Is that look, give Hamilton his flowers and keep the same energy. Those people that praise Schumacher and had no issue with Schumacher winning are the same people who should be praising Hamilton. Now, put that to one side. I've always said this about F1. What I want to do, what my dream is, Schumacher, Senna, Coulthard, Alonso, Hamilton, all these was the very, sorry, I said Senna, the best drivers of all time should all get in the best car possible. Hopefully, if only Senna was alive, get the best car possible and race. So sorry, they all have the same car, same exact car, same exact engine, race, and then we can then say who is the best driver. Because I think that I do agree with the argument. This is even when I said it with Schumacher, is that was Schumacher really amazing, or did Ferrari just have the best car? So is Hamilton really amazing, or do Mercedes just have the best car? But at the same time, I think with the rule changes, because remember, there have been rule changes that were different from before. So right now, with the rule changes, you see there is it's basically a lot more competitive. So there is closer parity than there was back in the day. Back in the day, if you had the best car, that was it. It was over. Right now, I think it's actually even much more difficult. Hence why much more in the past few seasons, you've been seeing different drivers winning. You've seen a Verstappen win. You've seen what's it called? Oh, basic Bottas. You've seen Bottas win. You've seen all these other guys get to the podium and win. Whereas but before, only 2 or 3 guys would win throughout the season. But I think in the past few seasons, you've had 4 or 5 pole winners, guys who've come first. But yeah, but still, at the end of the day, I think it is known. If you do your research, it is known that Hamilton is an extremely good driver, an extremely very well skilled driver. And I think why people like him is that he's a very high risk driver. And Hamilton has always been of the mindset of like, I want to race. I want to race. Like, let us race. Let's get down and dirty. I'm happy to race. Because remember, he's coming from the go-karting days. So this guy has been a racer ever since the guy was yay high. So, but look, this is big. And I think that, it's now about 8, 9, 10 are walking into moving forward. So guys, don't hate. Don't hate. The guy's that dude. He's done his thing. Give him his flowers. Give him his love. He has established himself as the #1 F1 driver. And people say that how much skill does it take? I would like you to put your ass in an F1 car, knowing how fast that car goes, and you drive that car, and let's see whether you make it back alive in one piece after one lap. Because we all know how fast that car runs. And we don't know how extremely difficult it is to race a car at that high speed consistently for 40 or 50 laps. So you right there, you go put yourself in that flipping car and go drive yourself before you say, it doesn't take much skill. Bitch. Like the video, subscribe.